No,
Big
that's what he said. He
12.
goes Pac-12. I don't think they do.
It'll be interesting. It's just what's going on, everybody. Welcome back to Vinny's Corner. I'm your host, Vinny. I got the fellas here with me. Showtime, Cole, Caleb. What's going on, fellas?
Not much.
Good.
My Marlins fan, how you boys doing tonight?
They might pull it out. They might not.
They're doing all right against Gray, huh?
Yeah, he didn't really have it today.
Yeah, you know. Well, hopefully, if the Yankees get that draw in the wild card, he won't have it when we see him either. We'll see what happens.
I mean, he didn't have it, but he only gave up 2 runs. So,
hey, listen. Sometimes 2 is all you need if the bats aren't swinging.
no, for real. Yeah.
Yep.
So, kind of the big thing in sports, before we jump into kind of like our evening's questions and everything, what's gone on over the last 24 to 48 hours in the NCAA, right? So a few players were supposed to clear waivers after being drafted to the NFL because they were being cut.
Yeah.
And then they were going to go re-sign with college programs. Now, in the last 24 hours, the SEC, just now we found out the Big 12 has now followed suit, and the Big 10, 3 of the 4 Power 4 conferences have kind of banned professional athletics or athletes from coming back to college.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I just wanted to open this one up because I thought this was a pretty big one today. And like college football is like right here. It's like this weekend, isn't it?
Yep. Not this weekend. That week there. Next weekend.
So I'll ask you. Obviously, Caleb and Showtime. You guys are pretty big on college sports.
Yep.
So what do you guys think about it?
Yeah, I think they're pretty good.
I just follow the Canes, honestly. The rest, I'm kind of wishy-washy on it.
So you don't really care too much, as long as the Canes can do their thing.
I don't. I keep up mostly with the Canes. The rest, I'll see it here and there.
Well, I think I think that like the whole thing is just like weird, right? Like so,
right.
Everyone's like I get it. Everyone wants to make money, whatever. But like you've already declared, you've already gone pro, you've been practicing with the pros, whatever. Like it's different, but it's the same. Let me give you guys my analogy to this. Right? This would be like a professional boxer going back and being like, wait, hold on. I could get paid to fight in the amateurs? Let me go fight the amateurs. And going and fighting an amateur boxer, right? Even though he's really a pro. Like, you can't do that. Like you
can't do that. Yeah.
You are now a professional. You have signed a professional contract. You have played on that field, even if just practice. Like, no, you can't go backwards now.
Yeah, you can't go backward. I think you got drafted and have played preseason again. You can't go back to college.
That's how I feel about it. Like to me, like I just think this is like this whole thing's kind of sloppy. You know?
Sloppy. Yep.
What do you think, Cove?
I mean, it is sloppy. I mean, they prep these kids like months and months before the draft. They know they have eligibility. They know where they're gonna go, and then they wait till after and then get things done. Nah, this is not for me yet. I'm gonna go back to college. You should know this months before the draft.
Listen. So here's the thing, right? I understand, like specifically for the seniors, right? These guys, whatever, that ended up having that 5th year of eligibility, that wasn't ruled on, and it wasn't made official until like almost June. I can understand why they would be upset. But like you have to draw a line somewhere, right? So like this is where it is. Like that's it.
Like you have to draw a line at, like, for example, Carson Beck. He probably shouldn't have stayed as long as he did in college.
Because like,
I mean, but you get it with the injury. But I mean, he's still. How many years past eligibility did he graduate after? I mean, not graduate, like declare after.
I mean, it's just where else in life, do you just get to the opportunity like, oh, let me go do this, and like, oh, if I fail, I'll just come back here instead.
Exactly.
Like that's just not real life.
Yeah.
Like I just like, to me, it's kind of a joke. And it would have been bad if the conferences didn't step up today and do something, because the NCAA is completely incompetent, as we say. So at least they did step up and do their part. Now it'll just be interesting. Basically, like what we're going to see now is if they hold up, right? So obviously there's going to be a ton of lawsuits coming.
A ton of lawsuits coming in. Yep.
But I think the idea is that if they tied the guys who are trying to play now this season, they tie them up for their last year eligibility, they won't even be able to play the court the whole time. And then by the time this is done, it's like, all right, we can move forward now.
I mean, don't you think this whole thing just started with the whole Trinidad Chambliss thing, and then it just got worse? I mean,
you mean Chambliss? Yeah.
Yeah.
Chambliss?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all what it all started with.
Yeah, but he had an extra year because he
I get that.
Yeah, he was redshirted and he was injured, so he didn't get his full his full 5. Right?
No, but I'm saying like this whole eligibility thing started with him.
But these guys are the ones that are like 3 years in and they go to the NFL and they go, oh, I still got one more year, like 1 or 2 more years. So like that's the problem. It's not guys that have 1 more year. It's guys that have multiple years of eligibility.
It's crazy that it's
because the NIL.
happened.
It's the NIL that's doing it.
Definitely.
The NIL is it's good and bad, right? Obviously, like I'm never gonna say like guys shouldn't get paid for their, like they earn that money, right? Like these guys.
Yeah.
But
if you're sitting outside of like the first round, your NIL deal is going to be more than outside the first round. So if you're not going to go in the first round, you want to go back because the NIL gives you that money.
And I understand that, but like there just has to be that line drawn. Like, hey guys, listen, like this is reality. Like in the real world, like you make a decision and either it works or it doesn't, but you have to accept the consequence of that. Like you don't get to then say, oh, you know what? That didn't work. I'm going to get cut from the Browns. I'm going to go back to college. And it's just funny how like all this happens to be swirling around LSU and Lane fucking Kiffin. Like, like really, like, bro, like, why do you have to be the drama always?
And again, this all starts with Ole Miss, Lane Kiffin, and LSU.
Yeah, like, bro, like, go win something. Like, nobody cares about you and your headlines. Go win something already. Yeah. Like, this guy's always in the news. He's getting the bag and everything else. But like, for what? For stirring up headlines? Like, seriously? But anyway, so that's all I got on that college sports side of things. I know
it's confusing. It's not really anything that's explainable, honestly.
What we'll do is like later on, as like that unfolds more, we'll get our friend of the show, Andrew.
Yeah.
Who is this? What is this? A graphic? Oh, look at it! Look,
team for this year. Caleb picking his team this year.
No, no.
Damn, Caleb, he got you.
No,
he got you, Caleb. Oh man, too funny. I like dude. Cole. Off topic, but you're really good at getting like our likenesses really right with AI.
Yeah.
Like if I did it myself, it would look nothing like Vinny. Nothing. Like, bro, I don't even know how you got a fucking picture of Caleb. Like, our faces are here all the time, but like that looked just like Caleb. Like that, you do such a good job.
He has his ways.
No, I got my ways. You don't want to know how I can get some information.
You should
Creepy
totally.
right?
I got an idea. I'll text you about it later. I got a good idea. This is good for you though, but wheels are spinning. I got a thought. So it's that time of year. NFL is back in the next couple of weeks. The preseason is happening. The big headline, and I think I'll just turn it over to you, Cove, because it might be in your questions. But the big headline that I'm thinking about, is the dumpster fire that is in Cleveland.
Yep. Cleveland. Typical.
So do you have anything on that, Cole?
Oh yeah, I got a bunch of stuff on that one. Just 1 second here.
Because
yeah, I'll get that in a second. But I'm going to show you guys something I kind of like dabbled on before I get into it. It's gonna be crazy. It'll be out next week. I've been working on it for a while. Both of them. If you share it up there, Vinny.
Wait, what is
If
this?
you see up here, I have a book. I have actually a book being released next week. No Straight Roads. I actually have a book coming out on Kindle and paperback and hardcover. That's coming out next week. And then if you notice this one, From the Space to the Spotlight, I actually made a novel about all four of us making it in podcast, and it's gonna be a hardcover book.
No doubt. So check that out. This is gonna be available on Amazon.
Yeah, it'll be available on Amazon probably next week. Probably mid next week that you'll be able to buy these two books that I wrote.
There you go. And so Cove will have links for those. Hold on, let me get back here. So Cove will have links for that stuff next week, right?
Yeah.
Wait, did I just lose all our pictures?
Oh boy. Yeah.
No. That's
How did I do
Blair.
that? Oh fuck, man.
I have no idea. Gotta add
I'm
us all
working
back.
on it. I'm working on it, guys.
Yeah,
Where'd
boy.
everybody go? It says that everybody's there, but I can't see anyone. Oh, Cove, you got me. You got me. I don't know what's going on. Hold on. Let's see. Add to stage.
There we go.
And there's Caleb. Add to stage.
Uh,
Boom. There we go. Everybody's back. So Cove will have books coming out next week. So there'll be Amazon links for those. We'll have that stuff posted up on the web, on X, obviously, and I'm sure probably on his YouTube too. Which would be
So
cool.
the idea is the one book is about us, but the other book is loosely based on my real life. The strength, the no roads ahead. That's gonna be based off my real life. That a lot of you guys have known about me and stuff like that. From my childhood abuse to mental health to everything that I personally dealt with the last 40 years. A lot of people have been interested in me writing a novel about what my life was about, so I wrote a novel about it.
No doubt. Looking forward to checking it out.
So we're gonna start with the NFL. Browns choose Watson over Shador. Cleveland has officially named Deshaun Watson QB1 over Shador Sanders. Right decision, or is Cleveland delaying the inevitable by not giving Shador the job?
They'll end the inevitable at that point. Like, it's typical of Cleveland doing this, but but I think Shador's going to take a spot at week 5 or 6. It's a matter of time
Shador's not
before-
gonna. We've said this many times. Shador's not gonna be successful in Cleveland. There's no way.
it's not.
So
That's my thing
here,
about it. I know Vinny likes to think I got a shit on it for him, but Shador's not going to do well in Cleveland. They're going to treat him like shit. They're going to throw him out there. He's just going to have shit numbers. It's not going to help him. He needs to move from Cleveland to go somewhere else.
He needs somewhere where he's gonna be given a leash.
So Cleveland
given
is
opportunity.
it's crazy actually, but so here's what we got. Here's what we did find out. We did find out that the NFL owners, especially the Browns owners, what's this guy's name? Haslam. They do not believe in a sunk cost. So they're like, fuck it. Like, we don't care how bad he's looked in preseason, in practice, or any other time that he's played here. Like, we're putting him back on the field because he has a $230 million guaranteed contract. Like, that's what it comes down to.
If they don't get rid of him by March 1st or whatever date it is, they owe him $200 million.
So
and he hasn't played.
Now, did you hear when he came out in the press conference, right? And first he tried to say that the boos and like the hate he was getting from fans was not because of his play, it was because of other issues, right? Because of his off-field stuff, obviously. But like, he's been abysmal as a quarterback on that field.
Yeah.
Like, he hasn't been good for them, and he got hurt. But like, the relationship is so bad between him and the fans. Like, after the media drops all these sound clips of him saying all this stuff about the fans in Cleveland, the next morning, the ownership comes out and names him the starting quarterback. I'm like, what? Like pulse of the city? Like what? Like I don't get. Like it just. I don't know, man. It seemed kind of crazy to me. I just like terrible timing. I feel like, but like I don't know, man. You know, it's a business at the end of the day, so they do these kind of things, I guess. But you're right. Unfortunately, like, and I feel like Shador's in a situation where like he just isn't going to be successful there. I do feel like he could be successful in the NFL. I just think that situation is not
that's
right.
not what I never.
Yeah.
You always thought I said he wasn't going to be successful. No, he can be successful, just not in Cleveland.
It's not Cleveland. Yep. Like he can probably be successful in Pittsburgh, but not definitely not in Cleveland.
Pittsburgh, I don't even think he would have got an opportunity there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rodgers
So
is
this
last
is
year,
the
so
so this is the official on it. If Watson remains on Cleveland roster through March 13th, 2027, his $200 million salary for 2029 becomes fully guaranteed. So Cleveland will almost certainly release him before that deadline. Even after cutting him, the Browns are projected to absorb approximately 86.2 million in dead cap spaces.
Yeah, I
Or just
saw that.
releasing
Like so, and this is the problem, right? So this past season or this season we're coming into, the NFL owners' budget for the season was $281 million for each team. That was your cap. Okay, so if you owe now, assuming it's going to grow again, right? So it was 274 million the year before that, something like that. So let's say it's like 290 million next year, and or 295, maybe 300. If you already owe 86 million of that to somebody who's not even going to be on your field,
yeah.
like that's almost a third of your entire payroll to somebody who's not on the field. That's fucking wild. Like, so
Wild.
I understand,
Yeah.
like, I get it. They're like, you know what? Like, maybe if we throw him out there and maybe he doesn't completely suck, maybe we can at least keep him on the field and like get our money back. Some of it. Get the play.
Or actually get him to be traded to somebody that actually believes in Deshaun.
Like, unfortunately, the reality is the situation with him cost them a coach of the year in Stefanski, cost them a generational defensive talent in Myles Garrett.
Yeah.
Like pieces left that team, real pieces, because of that guy, essentially. Because what are they from that point? You know, it's unfortunate, but I don't know, man.
Oh yeah. When I'm watching a Browns game, it's third down, and he goes, "All right." Where'd he go? There's still a down. He just leaves the field and this just walks out. Like, who does that in a professional game?
Dude, it almost felt when they made the announcement and like I heard it almost felt like they were trolling their own fans. That's what it felt. I was like, damn.
Yeah, that's
like,
what they thought. Yeah.
like, but I get it. Well, now what about like, and I don't know, you might have some of this stuff in the questions, but what about like positive quarterback competition outcomes? Like, what about like Drew Aller in Pittsburgh? Because Caleb just brought those guys up.
That depends on how Rodgers plays.
On Drew?
Yeah. If Rodgers does badly, I think it's time for Drew Aller or Will Howard to
Will
take
Howard's
over
not
the
going
job.
to save
Will
Pittsburgh.
Howard is
He's-
not going to
He's
get
just
on Pittsburgh.
he's going to keep them afloat, but that's about it. This is why I was saying about possible Shador trade, because I believe after you know
Yeah.
Aaron's gone, then they have Drew Allard, and they're like, we got Drew Allard. It's just like, hey, can we get Shador?
Yeah,
You know
Shador
what
to
I mean?
Pittsburgh would be good. Yep.
And then
Definitely.
you get Shador to go to Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Because in reality, when we look at next year's draft, and then I'm not really going to start shitting on teams like that, but we know Arizona, Cleveland, the New York Jets, teams like that, and in Pittsburgh, if they lose Aaron, those four teams need a quarterback
Yeah,
automatically.
definitely.
I
So it's either
really,
draft
really,
one or pick or trade one.
fingers crossed. I really hope that the Arizona Cardinals hit on Carson Beck. I really do.
Yeah.
Like, it would be so awesome for them. Like, I would love to see that
Yeah.
franchise not suck.
So that's what I'm saying. If Carson Beck becomes Carson Beck in Arizona, then they're off the table for pay, because we all know who everybody's going to go next year is me Arch Manning.
Yep.
then Arizona's off the thing. That
Well,
still leaves Pittsburgh
what about
or
Dante?
Dante
Moore.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Dante Moore is not going to go to. We already know this. Dante Moore's not going to go to the Jets. He's not going to go to Cleveland. He'll go to Pittsburgh, but he's not going
If
to go
he
to those
goes to the
teams.
Jets, he's
Those
going
are
to
the
be a
two teams-
bust. If he goes to the Jets,
So-
he's going to be a bust because
Yeah.
they don't know how to
And
develop.
then who else is it? Sellers. Sellers is not going to want to go to the Jets or the Browns. So it's
You know what move I really like? I really like that the Chiefs went and got Garrett Nussmeier. And like he'll just be there.
Yeah,
like,
he's a reliable backup. Yeah, you can trust.
yeah,
him.
like I think that like he'll develop into just like a solid person on that team and like help them when they need him. You know what I mean?
I mean,
like,
he's a usable starter whenever Mahomes needs a game's off. Or
like
Mahomes
I think
is
that
hurt, whatever.
it's a good move. It's a good move.
You always need a solid backup.
I like that.
Are you
move.
guys forgetting who else is there?
I don't.
And
Who else?
KC?
Yeah,
What?
it's Justin Fields.
No one else. Oh.
Yeah, but
No, wait. Didn't he sign somewhere
Or-
else?
no,
Oh, did
he
go
was
to
in the
Dallas?
Jets.
I thought he was in
I think he signed with LA, no? The Chargers?
Hold on.
Wait, no.
You're right, Justin
You're
Fields. I
right.
think.
Yeah,
I'm thinking
Justin
of
Fields
another
backing up
quarterback.
Mahomes.
Oh shit, you're right.
But yeah, so this is all the more reason that we need Garrett to be a solid backup because there's
Justin
absolutely no
Fields
fucking
is
way
not
you hand the
proven.
rock
Yeah,
to Justin Fields under any circumstance.
yeah.
That
he's
guy
not proven.
cannot run an offense.
Justin Fields was on a Bears team that wasn't developed around him. Then he went to a Jets team that wasn't developed around him, and he goes to KC. So Justin Fields might show up with a KC team.
Not as a backup. No way. I don't see it.
Week 15, week 16, week 17, like the bye weeks, or if they're like. But I have the KC Chiefs at 9-8 anyway, so that's what I mean. Like, but if KC's like a 12-win, 13-win team, Justin Fields is going to go win those like scrap wins at 16 and week 16, 17, 18, like those weeks.
I don't know, man. I need Nussmeier to come through. I'm not fucking Justin Fields, man. Oh no.
What about Aaron Donald's comeback? Sean McVay says the Rams are prepared whether Aaron Donald returns or stays retired. If Donald comes back, does this immediately make the Rams the team to beat in the NFC?
Well,
Yes,
okay,
it
so
does.
they are the betting favorite across America on every sports book today. That is 100% fact. That is without Aaron Donald. They are going to be a bigger favorite when Donald comes back because we know it's inevitable. He's coming back. Let me just be the first to be that hot take guy, but like they're not going to win the Super Bowl. I don't even think they're going to get to the Super Bowl. I'm just going to throw that out there. I don't care who comes back. But like, I don't know. The disrespect to the Super Bowl champs is wild, especially when they have that kind of freaking defense.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Yes. Yeah, they got that defense, but Walker's what helped them win that, and Walker went away. I mean, so I don't know how it's going to affect them losing KW3.
You know who they have Charbonnet, who was hurt and he's coming back, and they also drafted what's his name, Jadarian Price.
Very impressive.
Yeah.
Bro. You wait and see. You wait and see them Seahawks, bro. My biggest concern is the loss of Kubiak.
Yeah.
That's my biggest concern. But I think they didn't bring anyone in from outside. They did everything internal.
Right.
So they should be fine. Like theoretically, they should be fine.
So
and the
this
Chiefs are
happened
bringing
just
back
recently.
the enemy. I like that.
So this happened recently. Patriots trade Keyshawn Butte. New England sends Butte to Houston, and Elliott Wolf says he isn't worried about helping an AFC contender. Did New England just make a conference rival better for too little in return?
I think so. Yeah.
In my opinion,
it depends on how CJ Stroud plays this year, though. I mean,
or did they walk away from Butte from all of his bets that he made a couple years ago?
I think
If-
that's behind him.
If CJ's
I know that was like 2 years ago, but they're still bringing
Right.
it up though.
listen, okay, so like if his full receiver room is healthy, plus Butte,
Yeah.
theoretically, like we should, and like this is a huge year for him because of like this is his contract year.
He doesn't have to be rookie CJ Stroud. He just has to be usable. Like
He just
he has
has
to be a
to get that-
serviceable quarterback.
He has to be able to win a playoff game himself.
Right.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
he can't throw, he can't have any wild pick kind of games. That's all. But like,
And I have the Texans winning that division.
No, for sure. Yeah, that's not a
that
question.
defense is absurd. There's nothing wrong with saying that. That defense should be able to beat anybody.
Exactly.
You know, and like if we finally get the Trevor Lawrence year that everyone's like dreamed about, like the MVP.
I mean, he
type
had
season,
an MVP caliber type year last year.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He looked good. So like if he can really show up again, then maybe it's more competitive in that division. But like
Right.
and then also
The
what
only
happens
thing-
if Danny Jones shows up and he's like the same one that was healthy last year?
That's what I said. What do you think about Danny Dimes coming back? Like, do you think Danny Dimes is going to let that division fall apart? No.
I don't know.
But who knows what Danny Dimes is going to look like after surgery? So
It could be a really tough division, or it could be a really not tough division.
exactly.
Yeah.
There's
And
too
the
many
one I
question
do
marks.
know about, like, I know I've seen it. Like, I think it just disappeared because people didn't
You're in
want it
the
to be
Matrix.
discovered. But I remember seeing like 2 years ago, and I think I talked to you, Vinny, about this one, that Trevor Lawrence,
Matrix?
and all that stuff, right?
Again, yeah.
But they say
on
there
and
was
off.
something wrong with like, yeah, it just did that. I know I just flipped, right? Am I good now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. You're good.
But I remember seeing something a couple years ago that said Trevor Lawrence had a major head injury, and he's been kind of like this ever since. And I was like, it's like maybe there's something happened to him because he kept getting injured the first couple years into the league. I think there's something wrong with Trevor Lawrence. I don't think you're going to get that caliber year out of him again.
I don't know. Last year was his best year in my. So like
No, but that's because that's who they picked up in that draft that helped him out a lot after that Jags and that and you know Texas was Texas and Indianapolis was Indianapolis, so he kind of excelled in some of those games. But I just don't think Trevor Lawrence is what you think he's going to be.
well, here's
I
the
mean,
thing.
is he ever gonna live up to the hype of the number one pick? I mean,
That's the thing. I don't.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Number
I don't
one
think
pick.
he's
I
going to
don't
be
know.
that.
right.
Like if he could be like Goff level,
That's fine. Yeah.
that's fine.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know. But
But
like,
the thing is for him, he's had his ups and downs. He just needs more consistency year by year,
well,
and even
having
game
a
by
full
game.
season with Jacoby Meyer should help his consistency because you have that kind of comeback, inside route receiver who can get
Yeah.
those balls that you need. When you don't, everything's not supposed to be down the field. You know what I mean? You've got
Yeah,
a reliable guy to grab those.
But didn't he just lose his running back?
Who at the end?
Lauren, yeah,
Etienne?
Etienne went
Where-
to, yeah, he went over the Saints.
For the Saints.
Yeah,
That's true.
That's another sleeper.
So-
The Saints.
yeah. So
The Saints gonna win that
like,
division
I
for
don't
sure.
trust them.
but
I guess
still,
you're not a sleeper.
Trevor Lawrence doesn't got his back anymore. So he had a hell of a
I
year last year.
mean,
Now
they
he's
have-
back.
They
He's
got
gonna
rid of
change it.
him to give the guy that was behind him more opportunity. So
Who is? I don't know who that
I
is.
blank
offhand.
on what his backup's name is, but I know it was someone that they were high on. Then they drafted early, not early, just like earlier rounds.
roster.
I forget his name.
Um,
I don't trust the plan, to be honest. I don't trust
they
them.
have a lot of running backs.
I forget his name. What?
So they've got Amir Abdullah,
I mean, I do
No,
it.
not him.
LaQuint Allen,
No,
DJ Dallas,
no.
Chris Rodriguez.
That's another like usable backup for sure.
Yeah,
But
Chris
he's not.
Rodriguez is decent.
Yeah.
And then what's this guy's name? Tootin, Beischel, Tootin?
Yes. That's the name.
That's who it is.
Yep. That's the guy that they're high on.
Okay, interesting. From Vatek.
Mhm.
5'9", 209. That's so big, dude.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
So
Me,
him
5'9".
and Rodriguez are supposed to split like the carries to start the year, and then whoever is hot probably gets more of a workload.
Yeah.
Well, Rodriguez is solid, and he's kind of like power back-ish.
Yeah.
Like I think of him more like a Bettis type.
Right.
You know what I mean? So like he's going to be a guy you don't want to use in spots always. But
Mhm.
if they could get to a place where like Tootin using but the point is, I think there's a plan.
Right. They're planning on Tootin like in the right world where he turns into their lead back and Rodriguez is the backup. Like very solid. And if it doesn't work out, Rodriguez can be a solid.
But when you got a guy like that, and Vinny likes it when I pull this shit out of my back pocket, but when you got a guy like that, you're gonna get a guy like Darren Sproles. That's what you're gonna get with that guy.
Sproles, yeah.
Yeah. Imagine that.
Yeah. But do you know how small Darren Sproles was actually? Like, I didn't know he was that small. I did not know he was that small. I knew he was big, but he was only like 5'7".
Yeah, these guys get in like once in a while. These small dudes get into the league. Like what was that guy who was really Woodhead? Danny Woodhead. He was like 5'6", right? Once in a while, like dude, 5'9", 210 pounds is fucking massive. Like that's a big dude. It's short, but it's a big dude. That's like a bowling ball.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's why, like, you guys don't know that, but that's what I am. I'm 5'9", 210. Like, that's how big I am.
Oh yeah, you're a bowling ball, huh? There you go.
Yeah, like legit. I'm just fucking like that's my upper body. Like I got these wide ass shoulders. Like if I played football, I'd be a running back.
So I don't know. Like obviously, like I live in the southwest of the U.S. Cole lives in Canada. For some reason, I just like assumed you were like taller. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I'm only 5'9". Like that's it.
I'm only 5'8". Don't worry. Like we're all short around here.
Yeah.
Caleb's like 4'8".
I'm not 40 yet. What?
Not 40 yet. Not yet. He hasn't got his growth spurt yet.
Bro, when he gets older, he's gonna shrink.
What? Like,
we're gonna have to give him a booster seat at every stadium because he's gonna be a fan of everybody. So he needs a booster seat at every stadium.
That's too much, man.
I'm not 40, Benny.
Dude.
So Trey Benson was cut by Arizona. Benson is among the notable names already caught up in the roster chum. What's one player your team could cut this week that another team should immediately grab?
I'm going to turn this over to the Miami Dolphins fan over here first.
I can't think of. I mean, there's a lot of cut candidates obviously on the Dolphins roster. I just don't know who exactly.
Dude, this is like the hardest question. You know what? I'm just not.
There's no one name
that is that far into football this season. I have
There's no way I can answer that right now.
Yeah, I can't. If I tried to answer that, I'd be lying. I'll be honest.
You know what? I'll say Jalen Tolbert. How about that? There.
Interesting.
I know they got him in the offseason, but if he doesn't play somewhat better during the preseason, then his roster spot is definitely could be up for grabs. Especially if the rookies kind of show out.
I'm looking at a lot of fourth string names here on the Giants that probably won't be here. And there's like one or two that could be like interesting later.
Right.
But like it's I don't know. It's kind of tough to say, really. What happened with Calvin Austin? Like You know, so like I'm looking at one guy, like I like Calvin Austin, but like I just think that randomly he could do, you know, he's like a guy you could throw in at random plays, but like I don't really know when I'm just looking at the Giants roster. I'm like, you know, there's nobody that I think we're going to cut right now. That's going to be some huge bonus to anybody else. You know, we're not in that place as a team, right? Like we're mid at best. So anyone we cut.
Here's one I know you guys can answer though in a general sense. Fernando Mendoza, preseason, the number 1 overall pick, hasn't blown everybody away in his preseason action. So should a first overall pick automatically start week 1, or should teams make him earn it regardless of the draft position?
Depends. But yeah, he should definitely earn it. Depends, but he should definitely
earning it. In this case, they clearly brought in Kirk Cousins because he is not supposed to start week 1. Right? The plan is for Mendoza to start later in the season, if at all.
Yeah,
right? They want him to sit. But what I will tell you is that when I listen to one show when I drive in the morning called Unsportsmanlike. And when they were talking about him on there, the one football guy, former New York Football Giants Super Bowl champ, Chris Canty, said that Mendoza's done well for them so far. Like everything that they've seen is like that he looks like he's supposed to.
Yeah, it's a huge upside for him, right? Like they can see potential.
Yeah, like I think that I think that so far it sounds like they based on what they project him to be, that's what he looks like. You know? He hasn't done anything like extreme beyond that where they're like, wow, we need to start him tomorrow. You know, it's like stick to the plan, let him develop.
Because I feel bad for the Raiders because we all found out about it years later, but Chucky screwed the Raiders hard for years. Like when he was there and drafting, he drafted Jamarcus Russell, and it went from shit from there. And he screwed up like 3 or 4 years of draft capital in the Raiders because Chucky wouldn't allow anybody else in the draft room. He wanted his picks only. And until they took away from that, the Raiders were not till like 2020. So we're looking at this Raider team only fixing themselves in the last 5 years, not 10 years ago. Only 5 years ago, the Raiders been able to fix themselves. And that's a huge jump for a lot of teams.
The Redskins fixed themselves in a season. So like the Raiders,
but the Redskins were always not the greatest team for years. So they had draft capital for years and they drafted well. And then they got a quarterback that they could work around. The Raiders haven't found that quarterback.
Motherfucker, they just drafted that quarterback in their mind.
No. Up until now. That's what I'm saying. Up until now, they did not have that quarterback. We haven't seen him in a real game yet, so I'm not valuing Mendoza.
We don't know. Yeah, we're not. If all goes according to plan, we're not going to see him play before Thanksgiving.
Yes. But what I'm saying is the last 5 years in Oakland, who's been the quarterback?
There have been a bunch of them.
Yeah, a bunch of them. That's what I said. They haven't had their quarterback. They haven't had a quarterback in the last 5 years. At least 5 years. They haven't had a quarterback.
Who is their last franchise quarterback?
Oh, I don't even know.
Carson Palmer, probably. I don't know. Have to be them.
Like, think about it. Gannon? Rich Gannon?
Oh, Rich Gannon? No, I didn't
what, 2002 Rich Gannon? Yeah. Well, Gannon was fired back in 2002. Though, that was the thing. Yeah. Oh, so there it was. Okay. So from 2014, they had Derek Carr until 2021.
Yeah, I was going to say they had Derek Carr, but I don't know.
Yeah, they had Derek Carr.
What?
Adrian O'Connell. They had Jimmy Garoppolo for half a year. Brian Hoyer, Gardner Minshew, Desmond Ryder,
Well, yeah, in the last
Kenny
like 2 or
Pickett.
3, in the last like
Desmond
2 or
Ridder.
3 years, they've had a
Kenny
real
Pickett,
character.
Geno Smith last year. They had
Geno Smith
Terrell
was the
Pryor
craziest
way
thing I've
back
ever
when.
seen. Like Geno went
Okay, I
Dude.
said Carson Palmer. Carson Palmer has probably been their last great quarterback, and that was 2012.
Yeah. Yep.
from
And that was Palmer at the very end of it because Rich Gannon was 2002. And then they went and picked up what was it, Kerry Collins a couple years after that. Because do you remember that when Kerry Collins was like popping off?
bro.
Like 03,
I'm a
04,
Giants
05,
fan.
Kerry Collins?
When Kerry Collins was not on the Giants anymore, I was a happy person. Kerry Collins is the worst. Oh, like I was disappointed that we had to play a Super Bowl with him as our quarterback against that Ravens defense.
Yes.
Fuck.
Here's a QB room from 2007 for the Raiders. You had Josh McCown, Dante Culpepper, and Jamarcus Russell.
Marcus Russell was, oh my God, dude.
It's crazy. Jamarcus Russell is still getting cooked in 2026. It's been 20 years. We're still cooking this guy for being the biggest bust of a pick ever.
Fuck.
Well, no, I wouldn't say he's the biggest bust. He's one of the biggest busts. Because I'm sorry, 98, like that. Ryan Leaf is the biggest bust we've ever seen in my area.
Listen, Leaf spun that. He kind of used that in his like social. Leaf's smart, man. I like that guy. Guy knows what he's doing. Maybe not on the football field, but in the rest of life, he's all right.
What? He was arrested for burglary charges like 5 years ago.
Who?
Ryan Leaf.
Listen, there's probably a story to it. I'm sure.
The guy who's got doing B&Es. Like, he went way south.
Yo,
He didn't
wait.
do all right
So just so we're on the same page, he's currently a college football and NFL analyst for the CW television network and Westwood One Sports, and he's joining the podcast team for Pac-12 on the USA Network. That's we're talking about the same Ryan Leaf, that guy.
Well,
just so we're on the same page.
Yeah,
just so we're on the same page. That's what Ryan Leaf's doing right now.
Yeah, Ryan Leaf years ago messed up though.
Like
he was messed up.
We can hate on everyone's past all we want. Ryan Leaf's doing his fucking thing right now, man. Right? Like he went from bust to must.
Well, the thing was his QB IQ was off the ceiling. He was compared to Peyton Manning, so like he was a smart kid. I give him that. He just was a bust for playing football in the NFL. But that was the Chargers of '98. Like the Chargers after '94 just fell apart, and we never see a Chargers ever get to an AFC Championship ever since. So that's what happened with that. What happened with the Chargers?
Yep.
The Chargers' last AFC Championship was definitely wasn't it with Phil Rivers?
Probably, yeah.
Think so.
And they had Tomlinson and Gay probably also.
What are you talking about? I'm saying AFC Championship. So you're saying since '94 the Chargers made the.
Phil Rivers played in the AFC Championship for the San Diego Chargers.
Yeah,
in 2008.
When's the last time they won? They won a championship.
Yeah, won.
I didn't say play. I said won a championship. Like won an AFC championship. It was '94.
That was, bro. You remember that game? He was fucking, bro. I don't mean to be a hater because I think Phil Rivers is a cool dude. Like I love his story. Like as an older dude, but as a Giants fan, I remember when we got to that draft and I was like, "There's no way you're getting Phil Rivers and not fucking Eli Manning," and I was like so jammed up. And then we got Eli Manning. I was like, "Fucking go!" I lost it. Eli's my goat. I don't give a fuck for anybody's.
I'm not even. I'm like, holy. There's no way Google got this one wrong. I put Chargers last AFC Championship. It says 1963. It was the last Chargers AFC Championship. They played
That
in the
could be
Super Bowl
right.
in '94, but they played the Super Bowl in '94. They had to be AFC champions then.
That would make sense, right?
You know? Yeah, this does not make sense.
Where is this? Hold on.
Let's see.
Very confused.
2007 last conference championship. Yeah. I see that. That's their last conference championship. And '94 they lost the Super Bowl. So yeah, the last time they were AFC champions was 1994.
Like Junior Seau years.
Yeah, and the last time they won, and they haven't won a
Junior
playoff
Seau.
game. They've won one playoff game in the last 10 years.
Oh.
These Chargers.
Yeah, they never won one with Herbert. Yep.
Listen, I only found out that people
game.
were. I never knew anyone who
one
was
game.
actually a Chargers fan until like a year ago. Like
Yeah.
until I moved to the Southwest of America, like literally like maybe 4 years ago, I probably met one Chargers fan in my life. So, just saying. Chargers.
Yeah. So I do got to double back to the NCAA. I got a few questions for the NCAA just because it's literally this week, right?
Let's do it.
Yeah,
It's starting soon, yeah.
Yeah, like a week from now, isn't it? Or this week? Is this
10
week?
days, I'm
Saturday.
pretty sure.
Saturday. That's Saturday. And
Oh, wait, you're right.
week one.
Yeah.
So ESPN Top 100 dropped today with the country's best players ranked before kickoff. Who do you believe will actually be the best player in college football at the end of this year? It doesn't have to be the Heisman guy, but who do you think is going to be the best college player this year?
Jeremiah Smith.
Jeremiah Smith. Either him or the Karen Moore. One of the two.
Both good
Can I throw out a
choices.
hot take? I know everyone's going to say Jeremiah Smith, and he probably will be. I have another receiver, and this is no bias at all. It could be Malachi Tony.
That's a good pick too. That is a good pick.
It's not,
And there is bias. There is bias. By the
There
way,
is bias,
okay?
yes, but it's not something that can't happen.
But that's a valid pick. Yes, you're right.
Exactly. It's not like something ridiculous though. There's bias to it, but it's not complete bias.
Listen, as a West Virginia graduate and fanboy, I just want us to have a winning record. Like I'm hoping we get back on the right track. But I grew up as a fan of Miami, so my story goes like this, Cove. I grew up as a fan of Miami, but I didn't get into the University of Miami, so I went to the University or West Virginia University. That's how I became a fan of West Virginia.
Okay.
WVU had me. I love those guys for that, right? Mountaineers are the best.
So,
But
Right.
this is just one of the lists I've found that's really like been the most accurate against Ford. Not in the rank, but player wise. So you got Jeremiah Smith, Dante Moore, Leonard Moore, Dylan
That
Stewart.
guy's overrated, dude. I'm sorry. That guy's overrated.
They have him in the top 10. Malachi Tony, Colin Simmons,
There you go. Okay.
Cam Coleman, Sam Leavitt, Julian Sane, and then Arch Manning are your top 10.
I feel like Darian
Whatever
Mensah's a
order you
little
might
bit
have.
underrated.
two of the guys in the top five, when the season ends, two of the guys in the top five now are going to be on the bottom of that list, and two of the guys on the bottom of that list are going to be on the top. I just don't know. Who
I
it is.
hear some of those quarterback names. I'm like, are they really better than Darian Mensah? Like what?
Like Arch might not even be a top 10 at the end of the season.
He probably
they have them at
will.
9 and 10. They have 9 and 10. A lot of places have Archie 9 and 10.
The back half of the season, he played very well. He's got good weapons around him this season. I have no reason to think he will not have developed more. The big confusion around him, from what I've heard, is that like because he's a Manning and comes from like the Mannings, right? People expected that he was going to have like the fundamentals, like the real mechanics already there, and like he didn't. So they had to kind of like reset some of that stuff. But like it sounds like he's kind of like doing a lot better. So it'll be interesting. I would love to see him be top 5 because he's a Manning. Who doesn't believe in the Mannings in football?
I'm really gonna get you on this one, and it probably will get him going. But I started like old Miss after Eli left Old Miss. That's when I started liking Old Miss football.
That makes sense. As long
I
as you
didn't really
stopped
like
liking them when they got Lane Kiffin as a coach, because fuck that guy.
But so here's the thing: Trinidad is rated higher than Arch right now
That's nonsense.
because of having Old Miss. I'm
That's
just talking about
complete
Old Miss.
nonsense. Nope.
They have Arch 87.3, and they have Trinidad at 87.7.
Well,
So it's not
because
by
they've
much.
they've seen the results from Chambliss already. That's why it's not predicting it. They're saying like in his case, they're like this is what he already is. He already is like an 86, an 87, but that's his peak.
Right.
Where like Arch, they're kind of projecting right now, like because he really hasn't even done that much. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of
You guys talking
projection.
about Jeremiah Smith, right? Like you're talking about Jeremiah, right? The other quarterback that a lot of people aren't probably not going to talk about unless Ohio State goes crazy is Julian Sand. He's the highest ranked quarterback.
That dude showed his true colors in the playoffs. He showed his true colors in the playoffs.
Yeah,
He was a bum. He was a complete bum.
Well, here's
He
the
got
thing, though.
completely exposed by Miami's defense.
The way that the NFL works,
yeah.
If Jeremiah Smith has a Heisman season, right?
Yeah.
If Jeremiah Smith is the guy he's supposed to be this season, then he's going to make his quarterback look like a top 5 draft pick for the next year.
I didn't get any of the hype around Julian Sand last year.
He's not going to be that good in the NFL, in my opinion.
Yeah, not gonna
but
be good.
like the point is,
everyone in the regular season with Julian Sand, the completion percentage, everything. Look at the weapons he has around him. Like, dude,
well, and that's the point. If he's got 8 NFL ready players playing around him and have their seasons and they all play at that level, then he's gonna look that caliber no matter what. It's
and even the O-line, and look how he got exposed in the playoffs.
I think you're right. I think that the Big Ten is still going to be. I think Indiana. I think Cignetti really has something.
They have something. They'll obviously regress a little bit. Like they won't have the same season, but they should still have a solid season.
The worst coach in my college's history, WVU, is Kirk Cignetti's father, Frank Cignetti.
Oh wow!
Interesting fact. Small world.
So. SEC quarterback shakeup, Alabama, Florida, Tennessee, Vanderbilt, and Kentucky are among the programs settling their QB situations outside of Arch Manning. Which SEC quarterback has the best chance to become a superstar this year?
Chambliss? I mean,
Chambliss?
The thing is they have the story because of the way that Lane left them. Yeah. So like if they can if that team as a whole with his leadership as the QB makes it back to the playoffs, I think that he could benefit a lot from that team doing well this season.
Yep. Yeah, don't trust Alabama at all. With the boy
Bama's overrated. Bama's always gonna be like in the playoffs, but I don't really.
It's weird. Like it feels like DeBoer is super successful as a coach, but like he is not going to that he is not going to last at Alabama.
No. He's never gonna be like they viewed him as like a Saban type of replacement. He's never gonna get to that level.
Well, no one. I mean. Bro, like Saban.
No, I get that's a high bar, but like still,
that was like a football factory for like a long time.
For real, and now it's not.
It's different. So I don't know, but unfair to him. But I just don't think that for what they're looking for, I don't think he's that guy.
Yeah,
like I think there's another guy who will be like same level as Kalen DeBoer, but he'll just fit the mold for what they need better in Bama. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I think DeBoer will go somewhere else and be highly successful again.
So Vanderbilt's QB decision. Vanderbilt named Blaze Berlowski the starter, but planned to work five-star freshman Jarrett Curtis into the offense. Do you like the two QB system, or should a QB pick his guy and give him the offense?
Two QBs is fine by me.
So, okay, here's the reason why it's tricky. I was thinking about this before. Like where there are situations, right? When we were talking about the NFL, I was thinking to myself, maybe the Chiefs got Justin Fields and they're going to keep him for specific packages where like they're going to have an option in there or something like that. But then I said to myself, that's stupid, because once defenses know this guy only comes in for these kind of plays, they're going to have specific reads for those plays as soon as they see that guy. So I don't know, like, because I feel like if they have a second QB, he's coming in, right? It just falls that way, like where like, oh, that guy works specific kind of plays. That's the main QB, and then that one does this kind of stuff. So when that guy comes in, the defense is like, and they're on high alert because they know what kind of stuff that guy does. You know, so I like giving it to your guy and letting him like run his team.
The other one I was going to go with the SEC though. The SEC championship drought. They entered having gone 3 straight seasons winning the Natty. Is SEC still the best conference, or has the rest of the country just caught up?
Everyone else. The FCC is not the best conference.
It's not the best conference anymore.
Nope.
Their Pac-12 is the Big Ten.
It has to. The Big Ten won the last 3 years was Michigan, Ohio State, and Indiana.
Yeah.
It has to be the Big Ten.
Yeah, it has to be the Big Ten. With Oregon winning it.
No, but I mean, like SEC was the big one forever, but now they're not. So, like, that's why
you know the way it works in life. What have you done for me lately? Right? Lately, they're not the hot thing. So lately, it's Big Ten.
I know. But if you ask any fan out of the SEC, they're all going to say they're better than everybody else. That's just going to happen.
The SEC, I think we talked about this earlier this year during the basketball tournament. I feel like the SEC is low-key a basketball conference almost as much as, if not more, than it is a football conference.
It's a basketball conference more so, I would say now. Yeah.
Like, I'm just calling it like I see it, but that's how it feels.
I'd say the last of like the NCAA I really was going to focus on was Bill Belichick's year 2. So UNC, they were
dumpster fire.
Like they were 4-8. But they opened against TCU. What does Belichick have to do to be considered this like successful? What is Belichick got to do in the future to be successful in the NCAA after an abysmal 4-8 season?
Belichick, I don't know what he just.
Does he need like a 12 consistently, like to redemption?
He needs to retire.
Yeah.
In order, the only view, right? They brought him in with a very basic mindset. This guy will be able to bring in players because players will say, I can go for him and get ready for the NFL. We will get us the best football players and we will make the playoffs and be able to win games. Right. If he cannot make the playoff for that team, they are in a Power 4 conference, the ACC. If he cannot make the playoff, then he has failed. Period. Right. There's no other bar. He has to get to the playoff.
And it's not like the ACC is like a great conference, so. I mean, then you look at it. There's some good teams, but the rest just suck.
Listen, I like Miami. But it's not as competitive.
Exactly. I know if they don't win the ACC, it's a failed season. Period.
It's actually
like
weird.
I know they didn't win it last year, but they made it to the Natty, so who cares?
Well, no, and so look, West Virginia being in the Big 12 and not being able to win the Big 12. Right. I'm like, how much do we suck? Like, what is the Big 12? Like, what were you serious? Texas and Oklahoma left, and we still can't win.
Right.
Like the good football teams left. We're supposed to beat people up now, and we suck. But like
I don't know if
it happens.
it's. I would be disappointed, but if we still make a playoff run, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, we should have been in the championship game. I don't know, because we had the best record in the ACC, didn't make it to the championship game for some reason because of tiebreakers and shit. Whatever, we made it to Natty. It's all behind us.
I think Miami's going to be good again this year too.
And they have no reason not to be, because I feel like they have a balanced team. Like last year, it was all defense.
They should be good.
So
It'll be interesting to see how it shakes out this year.
Yeah.
Now this is more so. You know, you both got to witness this team I'm going to mention, but you got to witness this team, Vinny. So, like, you and me would have witnessed this team. So, I've narrowed it down in NCAA. What are the two best teams you've ever seen in your entire life? I'm going to say the 2001 Miami Hurricanes and the 2021 Georgia Bulldogs. Like, those are the two best teams I've ever watched since I was a child.
20.
Listen, I'm biased because, like I told you, growing up, my favorite team was Miami. So I actually put out a graphic the other day with the greatest college football teams, and it was a different graphic. I changed the number 1 to be the Miami Hurricanes 2001 team. So that's why that graphic did so many numbers, because people were like, "What? How dare he? They're not the best."
The only reason why I'm going to say the 2021 Bulldogs is because have you seen how many players on that team alone are in the NFL like right now?
They won a Super Bowl. It's called the Eagles.
Yeah.
What? Like they were the Eagles defense a couple years ago.
Exactly.
There's 40.
They won a natty, then they came to the
like
NFL.
I don't think you can base the best the best college team ever off of NFL success. I really don't think you can.
No.
Like, or just winning a Super Bowl. You know, they were all on the same team.
No, I'm more saying draft class.
No, I get it.
That's what I'm talking about. How many people were drafted off that team to go to the NFL that year?
Oh, gotcha. No, I completely mixed up the question.
The best team, like that, a lot of people will say should be number 1. If you'll remember, it was like the 90s, the Nebraska Cornhuskers.
Oh, I forgot about Nebraska way back in the 90s. Yes,
like the 95 Cornhuskers.
I never got to experience them, but I heard them like them because the only thing I grew up watching was Notre Dame. I watched Notre Dame from like 1988 until like last year. I watched Notre Dame.
So the Cornhuskers won the national title game against Florida 62-24.
Jesus Christ.
Like that was the kind of ass whooping they put on. Like pretty serious. It was pretty serious stuff. Pretty serious stuff. But and then of course you have like Joe Burrow, like the 2019 team with Burrow and those guys. You know, Burrow. Okay, so interesting. You just said, Showtime. You just said you can't really compare NFL success with like, the college.
Yeah.
Literally, Joe Burrow came out in the media at the beginning of the offseason and said, "What? This Cincinnati Bengals team reminds him of his 2019 national title LSU Tigers." I was like, "Shut the fuck up, bro!"
It's crazy for saying that. There's no way.
I was hollering when I heard that. I was like, "What?" Like, I don't know, dude. I don't know. But yeah, Cove. Short answer, I'm always gonna go with the U. I don't care what everybody else says. That's my answer.
I agree with you.
Now, the only thing I'm going to add to the NCAA for the night for me is just for like Vinny. Do you remember how many number 1 players, like they were like the number 1 player of all time, like Heisman and shit like that, and never even cared about going to the NFL? Like, have you ever thought about the players that never went? We were watching them in college, and then they never went to the NFL league. That we never got that player.
Well, I feel like when we were younger, you didn't like it was different because there wasn't social media, right? So like players could just like fall off way easier.
Right.
Where like now everyone's like in your face, you have different access to all these guys and stuff. So it's just like they're different. Like they're like the college athletes are like low key stars now. So it's like different, like back then, like college athletics was like there are a lot of guys you watched that were like awesome in college, and like just 1% of those guys go to the league. So
exactly,
that's just the reality.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I know there's a few that I'd have to pull up like all the stats from way back when, but there's guys I used to watch they blew my mind. Like that's when I started watching, like really watching football. It was 93 for me. 93, 94, 95 was like my first 3 years in actually understanding football as a teenager. So a lot of guys that like stuff like that. I just wanted to see like what ChatGPT would say because they pull up a lot of that stats real quick. Jason White, Oklahoma's 2003 Heisman winner, never went.
Well, like look West Virginia, WVU. We beat Georgia in the Sugar Bowl in 2006 with Steve Slayton and Noel Devine. We had like the craziest running game in the nation, and like people used to love watching West Virginia games. They just didn't translate to the league. Like it happens, but they were like the most electric running game in the country at the time.
Yeah. Oh, that's what I'm saying. There's tons of guys who just never went. The only reason why I was thinking about that was because I got through the old school. Was watching Friday Night Lights last night, so that's what it reminded me of. Guys that were good, but they just never went.
So it's actually the reason why, as a West Virginia football fan, I'm excited is because the last time we were like genuinely good, the guys who I just cited, Noel Devine, Steve Slayton, Pat White, those dudes, that was when we had Coach Rich Rodriguez that we won the Sugar Bowl. That's who our coach is again now. So we're hoping maybe we can start winning Big 12 games again and be legit again. We'll see what happens. Kind of ass right now, but.
Well, since we're talking about NCAA, who is your guys' number one? Like, who do you think is going to get the Natty this year?
You don't have to ask me.
It would be incredible if the game, if the national championship game was a rematch, Indiana-Miami.
I don't see that happening. I don't.
Neither do I, but I do think that Indiana is going to be like a top 5 seed,
right?
When we get there, and I think that Miami is going to be in the top 5 to 10 also.
For sure. Yeah.
So it's not impossible, but
I'm surprised Caleb not thinking that Moore's going to go there.
No, we know Caleb's answer.
Did you see like Indiana is ranked like 5th or 6th, which to me is kind of weird.
I think that's a little high. I think that's a little high.
You think it's high?
I think it is. Yeah.
This is ESPN. I just pulled the ESPN odds.
Whoa.
So I'm going to ask you guys 5 down, like number 5 and down. Give me who do you think they have ranked as 5th to win the championship? 5th best team.
Texas is 5.
Right.
Right.
No, they're on Texas 5.
Oh wow.
From ESPN. This is right from ESPN.
What are you looking at? The odds? I'm just looking at the ranking, the college rankings.
Yeah. But that's what I'm asking. Whether you guys looking at anything, who do you think would be 5, like 5th best team? They have Georgia. They have Georgia.
Georgia? What?
Yeah, they have Georgia at 5.
Ohio State, Oregon,
Yes.
Notre Dame, Texas, and Indiana or Miami would be my top 5.
Right.
Yeah. So they have Ohio State at a plus 600, Notre Dame at a plus 600. So Ohio.
What? Those
Notre
are the
Dame
top 2. Okay.
Those are the top 2.
They're the betting favorites. Yeah.
Okay.
Texas plus 650. That's all rely on Arch. Like that's obviously
Right.
that's what that is.
Sure.
Texas is number 3 because Arch. Oregon more is a plus 750, and Georgia's plus 850.
I don't get Georgia being in there. I don't see them as a contender.
Georgia?
Yeah, Georgia's kind of iffy to me.
I can see why you'd say that. Georgia's ranked number 3 in the coaches in the AP poll.
Okay.
Notre Dame is ranked 4th or 5th. Notre Dame, depending on the coaches or the AP, it's 4th or 5th between them and Texas.
Why did they have Notre Dame ranked so high when they didn't even make the playoffs last year? Like, I get they were probably screwed out of it, but
because of a lot of people, and I think that's kind of the sentiment is that the team was that good and they got a bad break.
They didn't make the playoffs. Who gives a fuck? I don't care if they were screwed, or not. They didn't make the playoffs.
If they weren't independent, they wouldn't have got screwed.
Right.
Even if they made the top, Oregon coming up will whoop them.
Exactly.
If they made the playoffs.
Like, if they were a part of the Big Ten, that wouldn't have happened.
No, I get it.
And that's their fault. That's their fault. That's no one else's fault.
Exactly. Like,
they're in a fucking conference.
Yeah,
exactly.
Like, what are you, special? Everyone else is in a conference and you don't have to be? Fuck those guys. Fucking
exactly. It's like, yeah, they had a good enough team to make the playoffs, and their record probably says they should have, but you don't have a conference, so get fucked.
Yeah, no, I have a conference.
And but that's fair. Like, the conference, like, is the weight behind you. Like, whatever, dude. I don't know. What
were you gonna say, Cole?
Did you see the White Sox game tonight? Like, see the score?
What happened? I don't know. I haven't kept up.
It's 10-2 right now.
Oh, geez. Nice. Okay.
Oh, nice. Good shit. I'll be honest, as soon as the Reds won today, I just turned off of baseball. I was like, okay, I'm good.
Yeah.
I placed a couple bets. They hit. I was like, I'm good. I'm not watching any baseball today. I'm good.
Right.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
I want no drama.
And speaking of, the Marlins pulled it out.
The Marlins won?
You guys won 9-3.
Yeah, we pulled it out. Yep, we pulled it out.
Yeah, you guys pulled it out. I'm saying the Yankees. Yankees beat up the Astros 9-3, so I love that. I mean,
me too.
Because they're trying to compete with us out of making us go 3rd overall. Like
I was
now,
actually
it's really close.
So going into this game, I was a little concerned because this was like our starting pitcher was Rodriguez. So I was like, I didn't know what that was going to look like.
Yeah.
Right.
We had Rodriguez, Blackburn, Fulmer, and Hill on the mound. But it worked.
Right.
The bats came alive. That's the huge part. More than anything.
It's the Astros. The Astros pitching staff is not good. So
the Brewers shellacked the Mets. I love to see that. Fuck the Mets.
So are you getting ready to get beat up this weekend there, Vinny, by the Red Sox?
That's gonna. I don't know. You know what?
That's a 4-gamer also.
The Red Sox lost their mystique after that big heater they were on. They started losing games. Like
they're not the same.
The Marlins beat Gray. I'm not afraid of them.
Were they 50-50?
Hold on. Let me tell you what I see with the Red Sox right now. It's like they're not the team they are to start the year, nor the team they were like on that hot streak. But they're still a good team, obviously.
Yeah, they can play ball. I think we'll lose a game. I think we'll win the series, but we'll probably lose one.
Right. It's in Boston.
We luck out
in New York.
We get the Twins.
Well, and here's the other thing.
Get the Twins this weekend.
The Twins. The Twins have been interesting, right?
we have Twins. We got the Twins.
The Twins I can't
in
take
6 games next 10 days.
The Twins I can't take seriously. I seriously can't.
We have the Twins. We have the Astros on 4, and then the Twins
again. Out again?
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he got hurt.
I was gonna say, right? He's out of my lineup, I think.
I don't know if he's on the IL or not, but he got hurt again yesterday.
I don't understand. The guy can't stay healthy. Like
he has horrible injury, like just horrible.
He's so
it's not even all on. It's not all on him. He has just a horrible injury, like.
That sucks.
Yep.
All right. What else we got?
Yeah, nothing else. It was more like NCAA heavy and NFL
Yeah.
heavy. I mean, anything else you guys want to talk about, you can bring it up, I guess. But I mean,
MLB?
I might not be. I might not be doing tomorrow, so might as well get it out now.
Well, why not? What's going on? You're not going to be available tomorrow?
I got no co-host. Drama's gone till the 10th.
Oh boy.
What time? You
Oh
start
wait,
at 6?
yeah, he's in Detroit, right? Yeah, you're
He's
right.
in Detroit till
He's
the
in
10th,
Detroit.
so I got no co-host for like 2 weeks. So
I'll text you. Let me see if I can free up.
yeah.
Yeah,
All right. I'll text you about that. See if I can. We definitely have Friday. That's 100%.
definitely. That's right. Yep.
Thursday is up in the air. So let me see if I can free up for tomorrow. Maybe we can do that. And then it's also, I think, Cove's birthday this weekend. Cove is old.
Yeah.
In case you guys didn't know, and he's going to be even older this weekend. He's going to have more gray hair in his beard than he does now. Unfortunate, my friend. I turn older next month, so don't worry. I'm right there. I'm right behind you.
I'm gonna be like 30 in October.
Nice. Halloween
30?
baby, huh?
Yeah.
Nice. There you go. You know what, dude? I can't like my daughter is big enough now that she can like walk around and like run around and like be crazy and stuff. So I can't wait for Halloween because like I do like a family costume now and like take her out trick or treating. Can't wait.
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah, that's great.
I'm all for it.
There's the complete reverse of like difference between me and Vinny. Vinny's got a 2-year-old. I have a 2-year-old granddaughter.
We're like the same age. It is wild,
Yeah.
right?
I got a 2-year-old granddaughter. You got a 2-year-old child.
You know, such is life. Such is life. These things happen.
This is what's going to happen to you, Showtime, in 20 years.
Oh boy. Don't even go there.
Hey man, listen, that's all I got for this evening, fellas. You know, as always, thanks for pulling up to Vinny's Corner.
No problem.
We'll see you guys definitely later this week. And check us out on Spotify. I'll post that up tonight, tomorrow, so everybody can give it a listen. Have a wonderful evening, y'all.
Yep.